My name is Sam Cooper, and because I have asthma and allergies, I am always kind of trying to protect myself.
Hey everyone, you're about to hear from some great friends and supporters of AAFA, and they're going to tell you not only why it's important to give, but why it's important to give now. Thank you and enjoy.
The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, otherwise known as AAFA, is the only national organization that deals with the allergic diseases. It's ironic that there's only one organization that has to do with the medical needs of the most common chronic disease in the United States.
Over the years, it's been a wonderful gift to this community, especially for those patients who sought help because they just could not afford to purchase their medications.
And not long ago, a significant number of children were removed from the Medicaid list. So we're dealing with significant numbers of kids, particularly in the inner city, where asthma is more common and more severe.
An asthma attack feels, sometimes it can be a normal reaction like wheezing and coughing, but also sometimes it'll be like my whole chest will be heavy or my lungs will feel like they are burning.
Because I know firsthand what not having these types of medications is all about. As a lifetime sufferer of asthma myself, having children with severe allergies and asthma, it can be really difficult, especially this time of year, to breathe easy.
What's scarier than having a kid who can't breathe? You know, just the simple act of breathing. For that to be hard for a kid, for that to be something that they have to worry about is horrible for a kid or a parent to have to experience. That shouldn't be anybody's reality.
My passion for AAFA began because I am an allergist, and treating patients with allergies and asthma is what we do. The best way for a child with asthma to succeed is to stay in school and out of the emergency room.
One barrier that we frequently discover is a lapse in insurance, inactive insurance, or co-pays that are a burden. When that occurs, we reach out to AAFA, our greatest resource, and they help bridge that gap through their breath and co-pay assistance program. I don't know where we'd be without AAFA, and I know I am speaking for the whole department at Healthy Kids Express when we say thank you, AAFA.
The first time that we actually figured out that Sam had asthma was the week before he turned 2. We were at home and he was breathing in a way that was kind of weird. It was sort of labored, and it was very hard to tell because he was, an almost 2-year-old. Was he just playing really hard and didn't know, when to slow down, or was there really something going on? So at that point, we took him to the hospital. And they in fact said he was in the middle of having a pretty severe asthma attack. At that point, they also did some extra blood work and found out that he had this severe peanut allergy.
If my family could not afford the medication I would need, I would have to constantly worry. Because then if I do one thing wrong, like if I touch one peanut and it started getting bad, there's nothing to prevent me to just straight up dying.
When the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of St. Louis came to Sam's school and spoke about what they did and what they raised money for, Sam was completely blown away. He came home and he lit up and was so completely inspired that there was an organization who was doing this for kids, who was actually connecting families who couldn't afford this medication.
People should make a donation to the AAFA because what they're doing can save lives.
Now more than ever, we need to keep these kids, our kids, all kids, out of the emergency room. And without an inhaler or an EpiPen, you're guaranteed a trip to the emergency room. So right now, it's the time to do, it's the time to help, and it's the time to be there.
It's important to give now, not next month, not next week. You have to give now. We don't know much about this virus. We do know it affects the lungs. And by next week or next month, it could be too late for someone.
Please give to a life without limits.
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 So please give to a life without limits.
Please give to a life without limits.
Please give to a life without limits.
Please give to a life without limits.